My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, guten Abend aus Deutschland, good evening from Germany. As announced, I'm going to react to a few of the statements that Beck made in her last live stream. I see she already has another one scheduled, but it's gonna start at around midnight German time, and yours truly needs her beauty sleep because she works for a living. And so, yeah, let's just do this one for now and see about the second one.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Beck.
I made it.
You look happy.
It was my first day at my job, and it went pretty well. I go
Would be interesting to know what you do for a living now.
back tomorrow to learn more things.
That's exciting.
Am I going to do an interview with Mr. Snowflake? Possibly.
Come on, do it. You sound upbeat. I think you can take it. He's a nice guy. He's understanding, and he gives an awesome platform. I mean, judging from what he did with Casey, I really liked it.
I'm definitely thinking about it.
Okay. No pressure. No matter what you decide, we're gonna respect your decision.
I'm not wanting to get on there and say a bunch of nasty things, but I do want to speak my truth.
Yeah, just repeating a few things that she did to you in a very neutral manner without using any cuss words is already gonna be detrimental to her. Because we saw what she did. She didn't even try to hide some of the things she did. And one can only speculate on what all went on behind the scenes that she deemed not suited for a YouTube video, you know?
I just don't want to do it maliciously.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So there's a lot of staring at the screen going on, like reading comments. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm just gonna pick out a few statements that I have a comment on because it's after work and I really don't have the time to sit here some more and listen to people.
So what have you... I mean, it's been a really, really hard last few months, and I actually struggled with making this live. Like, I've been having such bad anxiety over everything for the last few months. But here I am. Yeah, I'm sorry the lighting's a little harsh.
It's not. It's actually kind of mild.
But that's the only lighting I have in here.
She was just talking about she confirmed that she has gained weight, and that is because she had to get off Ozempic because of her thyroid problems. And guys, I'm trying to save you and me both time because most of you have probably watched the live stream already, and so I'm just gonna give my commentary on a few things. She was just asked if she had been in touch with Feline, with YP, and she said she hasn't been in touch with her since summer of last year. She says she likes Mr. Snowflake. Who doesn't? I mean, who doesn't, right? So she confirms again that she would like to go by the name of Beck now, no longer Baxter or Becky, and I can respect that.
I hope you will miss your videos. Thank you, Brooke. I mean, I'm definitely going to open up, even on my own a little bit, on my own channel. about, my life from about 2016 to now.
I just had to look it up because it's after work, and so she was with Amber from 2017 through 2021.
Because that's when everything started to and it just all got worse from there. So,
Yeah, with your mom dying and her feeling like a zombie with the medication she was on. I believe it.
oh, thank you, Heather Dunn.
Yeah, they apparently they send her um, all kinds of super chats. Only I watched a little bit this morning because I'd received so many messages, but I had to get ready for work and head out the door. And I saw that there were a whole bunch of super chats, but then I had to leave, and now I don't see them. I only see Beck. I only see Beck.
You could also tell your story on your platform to make money, Junix. Yes, I could.
Yeah, that would probably make a lot of sense.
What did I think of Casey's interview? I didn't get through all of the second part. I need to finish it. But I did see the first video about it, which is what I seen all them years ago. And now that I've heard more of the newer information, I'm like, I don't really know. I wasn't there. All I know is my story and what I have to say. That's all I know.
I respect that. What I keep wondering though, Destiny gave similar answers when asked questions like that. I do not understand because I'm different that way. Why, let's say Beck right now couldn't have said, when I heard Casey talk about how it's still impacting him and how he's still feeling pain and stuff like that, I could relate, and it kind of, refreshed my memory and my pain a little bit. But neither Destiny nor Beck say things like that. They just try to be diplomatic, I guess. I don't know to to what degree Amber has them intimidated. Somebody just told her not to be intimidated, and she responds.
Oh, that's a really hard thing to do, to not be intimidated. But I know I have thanks, sis. I know I have a lot of people backing me. And like I said, it's not to be malicious or to stir a pot or anything. It's just to finally get my story, my half of the story out and be done with it.
Good. Good. I can relate. She just said that she won't be able to speak on a whole bunch of things because she does not recall. She must have dissociated from reality to make it through that time.
Bill, I'm sorry you had to deal with the narcissist, Lynn. I just hope that through everything she can open her eyes and do work on herself. That's a lot to hope for, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I hope so too. Even though the entire time we've seen her not change in 10 years. I mean, minor things, of course. Her hair's a little longer or shorter, or no more ombre, and, stuff like that. And she has moved, and she has bought new clothes. I mean, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about personality change, learning from mistakes, and moving on, and not making the same mistakes over and over again. Concerning that, she has not learned. She's still the same, and she's as egotistical as ever and self-involved. And the latest example is that she drinks like there's no tomorrow, and she has an alcoholic mom, and she's completely oblivious about her body odor to start off with. And so imagine sitting next to a 600-pounder that reeks of alcohol from the night before because she hasn't taken a shower. She's only sprayed perfume on her body. That can't be easy for the mother. And yeah, and another testament to how Amber has not changed at all. And what I'm hoping for more, though, because I'm pretty sure that Amber won't change until her body gives out, but I hope it helps these girls a little. I mean, girls as in Destiny and Becky, and Casey as a young man. I hope it helps them a little bit to reheat what happened, to speak out on it, and maybe experience some healing from it. Maybe not only by talking about it, but also by seeing the reaction to what you're saying, the audience being behind you and cheering you on. And, I hope that helps the three of them. And if I had my way, I would also have YP speak out. All of a sudden, a channel popping up and her not even having to show her face, and we would recognize her voice anyway, and her talking about why she left. That would be interesting. It's not really like a sensation. In my books, from where I stand, it would probably be like, yeah, okay, so I'm into big girls, and so I kind of contacted Amber back then, and she said she's still in a relationship, but she would like to see where this is going. So we chatted for a little bit, and all of a sudden she asked me to come over, because she can't go anywhere. Like, be open about things, then it wouldn't be so sensational. It would just be the facts, and YP saying, yeah, and then she didn't want me to leave anymore, and so I just moved in right away. And she said she would get a driver's license, she would lose weight so that she could travel with me and do sports with me or whatever, but none of that happened. And so when I realized that, I broke up with her, which is when she was drinking in that live stream. And then she promised to win me back by losing weight, and then she didn't do it, and then I finally broke up with her. Stuff like that. That would be a 5-minute story, YP telling her side of things, and that would be it.
Only talk about what you're comfortable with, like say yes. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not comfortable coming on here just to be like say a bunch of disgusting things, like that's
I wouldn't. I know there's a whole bunch of people that would probably, enjoy that, but I wouldn't. It's like I said earlier. I wished, she would just come out if it helps her heal, and only then, to talk about things like in an adult manner, and just give her side of the story, and maybe I keep thinking, one of them eventually is going to say what, part of what bugged me about her is that she lies so much. And I couldn't live with myself anymore knowing I'm with a person that lies for a living, and spent that money that she earned lying to thousands of people, spent that money with her. That can't be good energy. A lot of this is repetitive, where she says she's only going to speak on what she feels comfortable speaking on, of course. That's a given to me. But it also seems like they keep asking her the same questions. Somebody just said they would love if Beck would just rewatch old videos and then give her commentary. And this is Beck's answer.
Listen, I've seen a lot of reaction channels. I've seen clips of things, and seeing it from a screen perspective and not in the moment, like I'm on the other side of it, like seeing it. That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I wasn't seeing it in the moment.
Yeah, probably because she was stuck and was financially dependent on the monster. I don't know what one person said, but here's Beck's response.
I wasn't the perfect partner. Listen, when we got together, neither one of us had any business at all being in a relationship. Neither one of us did.
This is very hard to watch when you can't see the comments.
There's I can't just single one day out because a lot of like every day looked the same, if that makes sense. Like every day looked the same, pretty much.
Yeah, I believe it.
So I couldn't just pick out one day.
Yeah, I don't know what the question was.
You said your sister was contacted by FBI, Frank. That was a lie.
That was a lie, huh? Who would have thunk it? Her talking about the FBI being concerned about her being stalked and harassed and bullied. That was bullshit. She needs to be yanked somewhere and treated and analyzed or something. She ain't all up there anymore. And I'm talking about Amber now, not about Beck.
What's the real reason we didn't go to Lexington Pride that one time? Well, we spent all day out and about doing stuff that that was the day before. The next day, whenever we were supposed to go to Pride, it was too hot and she didn't feel like going out.
And she blamed it on Beck.
So I was just like, I can't argue this. So I stayed with her. I mean, that's usually what I did. I just stayed with her.
And she blamed it on Beck, that piece of work.
A few minutes later.
Hey guys, me again, and this is really boring. No offense. I'm only reacting to Amber because she's such a piece of shit and because she hasn't lost any weight and because she's actually doing emotional damage to her audience and because I need a little bit of satisfaction out of that. But I just realized I'm really not all that much into Beck. No offense. I think she's great. I think she's outspoken. I adore her country accent and but it's not worth my time. It's not worth our time. I mean, most of you have probably watched the live stream. It's 44 minutes long. I don't have much to say. I don't know. I watched some highlights while I was at work, and it seems like she didn't really say much, except for she's thinking about doing an interview with Mr. Snowflake. The part where I watched, Mr. Snowflake also gave her a super chat, so maybe they can get in contact. And so I'm going to reserve my commentary for then, because I'm not really interested in her updates. I mean, I'm glad that she's doing all right. She doesn't have all of her depression medication together, and there's a doctor's appointment that she won't be able to go to because of her work schedule, and so blah, blah, blah. Not to downplay what's going on in her life. I'm just not here to react to her. And so I'm going to cut it off here. Let's just see if Mr. Snowflake does an interview. And then we all know he does it for members only first until the public gets to see it. And so when that comes out, if they do it, I'm going to react to it. But other than that, I'm, not into it at all, and I've had a long day at work, and so I'd rather spend my free time doing something else. Alrighty guys, let me know what you think, if you have anything to say to that. It's pretty unsensational in my eyes, and so let's just hope she does the interview right. Okay, thank you for listening to this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.